So not too long ago, I made a part 1 video explaining how to get the Navy Federal Flagship Rewards credit card and all the steps needed to better your chances of obtaining it. I said in that video I was going to make a part 2 on how to get the Flagship Rewards credit card, so this is the sequel to that video. So if you feel like all hope is lost in obtaining the Flagship Rewards credit card, then look no further because I got you. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so before I dive in and talk about another way how to obtain the Flagship Rewards credit card, let's do a quick recap on what I talked about on the part 1 video that I made. So as you guys know, you have to be banking with Navy Federal in order to obtain the Flagship Rewards credit card. So if you are not banking with them, then you will not be eligible to obtain the Flagship Rewards credit card. I also talked about getting the Flagship checking account to help better your chances of getting the Flagship Rewards credit card as well. If you guys are unfamiliar on what the Flagship checking account is, then I made a video on that not too long ago explaining all 5 of Navy Federal's checking accounts. So if you guys haven't already, feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below to see what I'm talking about. But anyways, I also talked about having more products with Navy Federal, because Navy Federal literally says if you have more products with them, then that will literally raise your internal score, and it helps build a better relationship with them as well. Because 1, we all know that Navy Federal is a relationship-based bank, and 2, by having a better relationship with them, then the more they're inclined to do for you as a consumer. But I also talked about how you need a very good to excellent credit score in order to obtain the Flagship Rewards credit card. So if you don't have good credit, then you can get something called a pledge loan. A pledge loan is a good product to get from Navy Federal because not only does it help build your internal score, but it helps build your Navy Federal credit score as well. If you guys would like for me to go more in depth on what a pledge loan is, then I also made a video on that as well. Feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below. I talk about what a pledge loan is, and I talk about the hack that everybody does with this pledge loan. So description below or browse the channel. But one of the last things I talked about in the part 1 how to get the Navy Federal Flagship Rewards credit card is make sure you already have a credit card with Navy Federal already. Okay, so now that we're done doing a recap on the part 1 video I made on how to get the Flagship Rewards credit card, let's talk about another way how to receive this credit card. Okay, so if you did all of the above and for whatever reason you still can't get the Flagship Rewards credit card, then I got you. Check this out. You can do something called a product change. Now, most of you may already be familiar with this term, but for those that don't know what a product change is, let me break it down for you really quick. A product change is exactly what it sounds like. You're literally switching from one product onto another. So this means you will be switching from one credit card onto another. But in order for this to work, you must already have a credit card with Navy Federal. Some Navy Federal reps say you must have the credit card for at least a year before doing a product change on that credit card. But there have been plenty of other Navy Federal members out there that did a product change with their credit cards without having a year of ownership. So if you guys are trying to do a product change as a way to get the Flagship Rewards credit card, then you can. Just keep calling Navy Federal up until you get the right rep that will allow you to do this. Because again, a lot of reps will claim that you need a year, but if you get the right person, they will gladly do it for you before a year has passed. And also know this, if you're trying to get the Flagship Rewards credit card by doing a product change, then make sure the card that you're doing the product change on has a minimum credit limit of $5,000. And this is only if you're trying to get the Flagship Rewards credit card. Because with other Navy Federal credit cards, this rule does not apply. But I'm not going to dive in too much on this topic because I'm going to save that for another video. Let's keep our focus on the Flagship Rewards credit card. But again, make sure that the credit card that you're doing a product change on has a minimum of a $5,000 credit limit. Otherwise, you will not be eligible to do a product change to the Navy Federal Flagship Rewards credit card. Because let's say, for example, you have the Cash Rewards credit card and you don't have a minimum of at least a $5,000 credit limit on there. You will not be eligible to do a product change from the Cash Rewards card onto the Navy Federal Flagship Rewards credit card. And that's going to be because this is a higher tier card. So just keep that in mind. And for those that don't know, you are also allowed to have a balance on the card that you're trying to do a product change on. So let's say, for example, you have a $7,000 credit limit on your Cash Rewards credit card, but you owe $3,000 on it. You are still able to do a product change regardless if you currently have a balance on there or not. So no need to worry about that. But this is a very popular hack that people are doing if you're trying to get a higher tier Navy Federal credit card without getting a hard pull on your credit. Because when you do a product change, there is no soft or hard pull on your credit. So you can get this Flagship Rewards credit card without getting a hard pull on your guys' credit. How insane is that? And also, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate that because it really helps me out a lot. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are looking to do this, all you have to do is call. Call Navy Federal, or you can send them a message on the app saying that you would like to do a product change. And then simply just tell them what credit card are you trying to do the product change on. One thing I do want to mention though, if you end up doing the product change and you upgrade your credit card, then you will have the same credit limit that you had before you switched cards. your credit limit will not change. And also, according to a Navy Federal rep, allegedly, if you haven't did a product change in the last 12 months, then you're pretty much golden and can switch and do a product change. Because if you recently did one in the last 12 months, then you won't be able to do it. Some Navy Federal members have reported otherwise though, so I cannot deny or confirm that. But one thing I know for sure is that if your account is not in good standing, then you will not be eligible for this product change. Like if you have missed payments and stuff of that nature, then you won't be eligible for a product change. Honestly, this product change sounds like a really enticing thing to do, especially if you're trying to finally reach the flagship rewards credit card. One thing I will say is that there is one big con in doing a product change. If you end up doing the Navy Federal product change, you won't be able to benefit from the promotion of the new card you are receiving. So at the time of this recording, the flagship rewards credit card promotion is going to be 40,000 bonus points, which is a $400 value when you spend 4,000 on purchases within the first 90 days of opening the account. And you can kiss free Amazon Prime for a year goodbye. You will still, however, be eligible for the rewards that the flagship credit card offers though. But once approved for the product change, it's going to take anywhere from 7 to 14 business days in order to arrive in the mail. Some people do get it within a week, but I would just count on the 14 days for it to come in for sure. You'll also have about 30 days to use your old credit card as well before Navy Federal closes it. So this means you can use your old credit card up until your new credit card comes. So that's more than enough time that they're giving you to receive your flagship rewards credit card. Another thing I do want to mention though is claim your reward points before you do a product change. Existing reward points must be redeemed prior to requesting a product change, because any unredeemed points will be forfeited. And that would suck if you missed out on your points, so don't forget about that. Okay, so 2 more things before I end this video that I really want you guys to know. 1, you can still get a credit limit increase using the 91.3 rule. And for those that don't know what the 91.3 rule is, it pretty much means you can apply for a credit limit increase after 91 days and or 3 billing cycles. And then 2, the age of your credit will not be affected due to the fact that you're not actually closing or applying for a new credit card. You're simply just changing the version of what you currently already have, so to speak. But by doing a product change from one of your Navy Federal credit cards in order to get the flagship rewards credit card, this is kind of like a special hack. It definitely can be a good thing if you don't have the credit score nor the credit profile in order to get the flagship rewards credit card. But keep in mind again, you just won't be eligible for the welcome promotions. Let me know what you guys think about this, or if you already did this. I would like to know. And also let me know if you guys would rather wait to get approved for this credit card versus doing this hack. Let me know your thoughts on it. I would love to know. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We were at 19,946 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics, so if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, how to obtain business credit, how to boost your personal credit. We talk about real estate, mortgage loan products, all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And for those that don't know, I am also a licensed real estate agent, a realtor, and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan originator as well. So if you guys have any comments or concerns in regards to real estate, all my information is in the description below. But again, if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I do appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.